Hello students. Today I will discuss about the modification of root. Root is the part of the plant which remains under the ground mainly. This is root. So today's topic modification. Modification of root. Modification of root. This is the today's topic. Root undergo morphological change in their shape and structure. Why? To perform some special function or overcome adverse environmental condition. Okay. So this change called modification and it is occurring in root. That's why modification of root. Just change the shape and structure. This modification is modification of root. It may be taproot or adventitious root. Root, two types is there. One is taproot, another is adventitious root. So what are the difference between taproot and adventitious root? First, you have to know this. Then modification. Taproot means during germination, the radical, plumule and radical is there. The radical when convert into root, this is the taproot. And from this root is primary root. There are some secondary and tertiary root also there. This tertiary, secondary and primary root collectively is called taproot. Okay? If except radical, the another parts of the plant convert into root from the another parts, root comes out. That is called adventitious root. Means from the radical the root arises, this taproot, and except radical the another part convert into root. This is called adventitious root. This is the difference taproot and adventitious root. First, I am discussing the modification of taproot. Modification of taproot. Okay. First, so this modification occur for some special function. Okay. So first taproot modification occur due to the storage of food. Storage of food. What type of modification? Number one is conical. Conical. Okay. What? Conical root. In this type of root, the thicker at the upper side, thicker part is the upper side and tapering is lower side. Means due to modification, the upper part of the root is thicker and lower part is tapering. This type of root is called conical root. Okay. The example is carrot. Example is carrot. Carrot is the conical root. There, look like this type. This is called radical leaves. Radical leaves. Okay, this is radical leaves. This round part is called disc. This is disc. And there, this is primary root. Primary root. And some secondary root also there. These are some secondary root. Secondary root. Okay. So this is the structure of conical root. So upper part is solid and thicker and lower part is tapering. Okay. That's about the conical root. This is the modification of taproot due to storage food. Number two, fusiform. Fusiform. Okay, fusiform. What type of modification occur? Now, the upper and the lower part, both ends are tapering, but the middle part is thicker or solid. Means thicker in the middle and tapering in the both end. Example, radish. Example is radish. Okay, how it look? Like this. The upper part is taper, middle part is solid, and lower part is like this. Okay, this type. Okay, this part is called radical leaves. This is disc. This is called hypocotyle. This part is called hypocotyle. This part is called hypocotyle, and this is primary root. This is primary root. Okay, one is conical, two is fusiform. What are the difference both? Conical, the upper part is thicker, lower part is tapering. But in fusiform, upper and lower both part is thicker, means tapering, and middle part is thicker. Okay, and there does not present any hypocotyle, but in case of fusiform, hypocotyle is present. This also the difference between conical and fusiform root. Okay. Next, number 3, napiform root. Napiform. This type of root becomes swollen and spherical at the upper end and tapering at the lower end. The upper end becomes swollen and lower end just tapering like this. Okay. The example is turnip. Example of napiform. The upper part is called like this, disc. This part is called disc. This is radical leaves. This one is called hypocotyle. And this is primary root. Okay. So napiform, the most part is the round and spherical, and lower part, just very small part, is thicker, and this is primary root, and this swollen part is called hypocotyle. Okay, that's about that. Example is turnip. That's about the napiform root. Okay. Next, number 4, tuberous. What? This type of root do not have any regular shape. This one have shape, but this type of root do not have any regular shape. Any portion of the root becomes swollen and fleshy. Any portion. Example is 4 o'clock. Means this type of root, any portion is swollen and any portion is thicker. Like this. They do not have any particular shape. This type of root is called tuberous. This is tuberous. Okay. Then another is nodular root. Nodular root means they are in secondary and tertiary root. From there, some nodules like structure is present. There, nitrifying bacteria is present. This type of bacteria take nitrogen from the air and mixed with soil. This type of bacteria present in nodule. Okay, this is the nodulated roots. That's about the taproot modification due to storage food. Okay, students. Next, taproot, another also modification is there for respiration. respiration. What modification occur there? They are present pneumatophore. Pneumatophore means some underground secondary and tertiary root come out vertically upward above the soil for exchange of gases. Okay, means this type of root present mainly marshy area. They are less amount of oxygen there. This type of root, underground secondary and tertiary root, comes out vertically above the soil, comes out vertically above the soil. This type of root, vertically above the soil, and this root is called pneumatophore. There is pore is present, is called pneumatophore, by which the gaseous exchange occur. Gaseous exchange occur through this root. These are the pneumatophore. That's also modification occur in taproot due to respiration. That's about the modification of taproot. Then modification of adventitious root. Some adventitious root also, their modification is there. First is stilt. Very important, stilt. What type of modification is there? Now, this root arises from the lower node and enter into the soil. This type of root arises from, suppose this one node, from the lower node. Okay, this root arises from the lower node, from this lower node and into the soil, vertically goes into the soil. Okay, vertical under the ground, and this vertically they enter into the soil and they are supporting root. These are the supporting root, arise from the lower node and support to the soil. Okay, these are stilt. Example, maize and sugarcane. Sugarcane, example of stilt. Okay, then prop, it also important. These are the hanging root, arise from the branches of the plant and grow down under towards the soil. These are the hanging root, arise from the branches of the plant and grows down and towards the soil. Like this. Suppose this one banyan tree. These are the root underground. This also supporting root. This also supporting root. These are called prop. Okay. Then climbing root. Climbing root. What type of root? These are adventitious root. It arises from the node and helps for climbing, like money plant. Okay, climbing root. Next, foliar root. Foliar root. From the leaf, when root is arise, from the leaf, root is arise. These are called foliar leaf. Biophyllum. Example is biophyllum. Is the foliar leaves. Then epiphytic. Epiphytic root. Epiphytic root. What are epiphytic root? These are the aerial root, hanging root, and these are the freely present in the air. And in this type of root contain a special tissue. It is called velamen. It is called velamen. Very important. Velamen. The special types of tissue. Velamen is present. Okay. What is the function? It absorbs moisture. It absorbs moisture from the air. It absorbs moisture. Velamen, this absorbs moisture from the air. Okay. These are the epiphytic root. Okay. This present orchid. Example is orchid. Okay. Orchid. Then another root is assimilatory root. Assimilatory root. Another root is assimilatory root. Assimilatory root. These are the root helps for photosynthesis. These are the assimilatory. Example is trapa. Trapper. That's about the modification of root. Means adventitious first taproot at modification, then fibrous adventitious root modification. Okay, student. So I think all of you understood this. Thank you, student.